Imagine an artist stepping out of her studio and walking a path to gather water, much like one might gather their thoughts. These are the actions of Sarah, a painter who treats water as both her medium and her collaborator. Ink, acrylic, and water mingle to evoke shapes that feel feminine and organic, budding forms that might suggest flowers or something softly human. Yet, Sarah says she's not representing any one thing directly. Her layering of water and paint creates an image that looks damp, as though it might leave marks on your fingers if you touched it now. In a talk at the Institute of Contemporary Art in San Jose, California, art historian Alex Nemerov reflected on her journey. He describes her background as a former soccer player, noting how what he calls her physical intelligence finds its way into her art, which fuels the rhythmic movement in her paintings. Her process begins with color, the palette mixed and laid out before a brush touches the canvas. She lets the acrylic paint cascade onto absorbent Italian canvases, chosen specifically for how they hold water. With tools that seem almost rugged, house painters' brushes, bristle brushes, sponges, even rags, Sarah's work unfolds. Her converted garage, a studio space, is steeped in daily rituals, a quiet mantra, a small offering on the altar, the slipping on of special shoes. Her childhood years, spent among animals and green spaces, emerges in these paintings. The outdoors cultivated her imagination and her sensitivity to colors, textures, and forms. Her paintings now echo that early world, infused with the organic life that once surrounded her. Luke describes his approach as a kind of Rorschach test, inviting us to lose ourselves in the abstract, to see whatever our hearts or histories pull from the paint. His paintings are stories of those who stand between worlds. Luke examines how people are caught between the culture they were born into and the one they now live in. The exhibition title, Between Two Suns, symbolizes the balancing act of living between different worlds. The artist believes that this in-between state constantly shifts as life demands adaptation. His work explores the tension and emotional challenge of adjusting to change. In an interview with The Observer, the artist explained that he wanted to go beyond simply representing identity. His figures, barely formed, yet hauntingly present, drift, neither here nor there. They linger in a place he calls the third space, where the forms hover between solid identity and ambiguity. Caught between figuration and abstraction, as if reluctant to declare themselves. They try to blend into their surroundings, yet never quite dissolve, a metaphor for how immigrants adapt to a new culture while staying connected to their roots. His color palette evokes an atmosphere steeped in memory, inspired by the sunlight and urban landscapes of Lagos, where the artist is originally from. He believes memories are tied to colors, which is why his paintings mix sharp and blurred areas, representing both clear and fading memories. Luke teaches us that identity is constantly shaped by where we come from and where we go. This is art as evolution, a constant reshaping of self in the face of a world that demands so much change. In hues that seem to drift and settle, like mist over forgotten hills, Eric's landscapes ask us to do more than see a place. They invite us to feel the way a place resides within us. An art form must-see, this exhibition offers us landscapes that move between realistic and abstract, showing us reflections of his Southern heritage. Eric uses landscapes to bring his past experiences and feelings about places to the canvas. These scenes are his memories, shaped by his childhood in the forest of West Georgia. A scene could be a hillside of West Georgia, or a hillside of our own half-forgotten recollections. The gallery press release states that his process is one of continual addition and removal, layering materials until the surface of the canvas becomes a repository of time, memory, and emotion. The paintings are crafted using a blend of materials, including acrylic, oil pastel, and spray paint on canvas. The show's title, By and By and By, seems to carry hidden meanings. The repetition of by can feel like a chant, lulling us into a state where the conscious mind loosens its grip, making memories more accessible. It also suggests a continuous passage of time, emphasizing how life moves forward, regardless of what we leave behind. In this way, Eric's works embody moments that are not fixed but suspended in a timeless space where past, present, and memory coexist. Titus is an artist and filmmaker who merges personal storytelling with broader social themes. This is an experience for those who have struggled to forgive and find closure. This exhibition builds on his narrative feature film of the same title. The film tells the story of a painter striving to reconcile with his estranged father. Through this project, the artist explores themes that strike at the heart of family, forgiveness, and the tangled roots of trauma. These paintings serve as both individual works of art and as extensions of his narrative film, giving him a new way to express his vision. And explore the tension between the intimacy of painting and the collaborative nature of film. The very title of the exhibition, Exhibiting Forgiveness, tells us that forgiveness is something raw and necessary, a journey that demands we lay bare our wounds to begin the slow work of healing. These oil-on-canvas works depict scenes and characters that are also present in the film, such as family members and images of modest neighborhood houses. The colors, purples and reds and blues, are meant to convey the weight of family history. Titus took the film's lead actor under his wing, teaching him how to paint. On screen, the actor was able to embody not only the character, but the skills of an artist. This is a Los Angeles recast by the artist who was in the city for a residency, exploring the landscapes. This is not the glossy LA of Instagram dreams. Rather, it's a city of mystique. The exhibition shows us the perspective of a first-time visitor. In these paintings, Merveille brings these figures into recognizable scenes around Los Angeles. Jagged coastlines, sun-stained deserts, and hidden corners of the sprawling metropolis. As both observers and participants in the city, his figures, as the gallery states, absorb and reflect the emotions and experiences of the people around them. In this portrayal, his beings embody the city spirit in all its strangeness, wild, untamed, yet achingly lonesome. Joy is tempered by longing, and freedom by a sense of impermanence. The figures seem caught in a space between presence and detachment, where the rules of belonging falter. The artist is exploring the everyday dilemmas of belonging, or trying to find one's place in a city that gives little away. For the artist, born in the Congo and wandering between worlds, Los Angeles presented yet another mystery. He does not attempt to categorize it nor to tame it. Instead, he captures its complexities, its contradictions, and offers them to us with the reverence of a traveler who knows well the language of displacement. This exhibition shows us that Los Angeles is a city that forever demands we look again, each time with new eyes, reminding us that we can never be certain whether we are closer to understanding it or drifting further away. You might recognize this huge inflatable. It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man that terrorized the city of New York in the Ghostbusters film from the 80s. It fills most of the gallery's space, making viewers feel cramped around it. The work serves as a metaphor for how big companies can control our lives, leaving us feeling powerless against them. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again.